All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start because the lines are getting not shorter and the night is getting much longer. And I think you all want to find out how you did. You can stand in line and get your food and still listen to me talk and watch the screen behind you and find out who is the best of Pueblo. My name is Joe Cervi, and I'm the sports editor of Your Pueblo Chieftain. Why am I qualified to be your MC tonight? Well, there's three reasons. First, I'm very big. Second, I'm very loud. And third, I am a product of your environment. Miss Piano taught me to write cursive in 3rd grade at Sunset Park Elementary School. Miss Alessandro told me to always question authority at Pitts Middle School. And Miss Vining taught me how to string sentences together at Central High School. So I am Pueblo just like you. All you really need to know about me is this. Let me tell you a quick story. Everybody be quiet real quick. Quiet here, okay? The other night, I moved back here about 24 years ago. And my wife and I bought this big, beautiful house in Bessemer. And we still live there today. 24 years in Bessemer. We have a wraparound porch with the pillars. And the other night we were sitting there sharing a bottle of wine. And it was a beautiful fall evening. And my wife goes, "I love you so much, I can't imagine living a night without you." And I looked at her and I go, "Honey, is that you talking or the wine?" And she says, "Honey, it's me talking to the wine." So I got that going for me. Before we get started, I want one big, genuine Pueblo round of applause for Miss Emily White from the Pueblo Chieftain. She puts this on. It's a pain in the ass. It's hard. It's a lot of work, but we do it to honor you because you are the best of Pueblo. So, now, without further ado, let's give out some Best of Pueblo awards, shall we? We're going to start with the Life category tonight. The Best Art Gallery goes to the Sangre de Cristo Arts and Conference Center. Next, we're going to go Best Band. Tonight, it's the Martini Shot. But, look at the bronze medal, Indigo Way. Let's give it up for them tonight. They were rocking it. And they're going to play later, so let's hear it for them. Tonight, you can't joke about this, but you got to joke about it because it's life. The Best Charity, Sangre de Cristo Arts, the Hospice and Palliative Care. I said cheering for hospice is like cheering for your favorite funeral director. The Best Charity event is happening this Saturday, the Toy Bowl. The Best Christmas Tradition. How many people are legitimate Puebloans? Raise your hand if you're a legitimate Puebloan. All right, the Best Pueblo Tradition. How many people in here have actually looked for the Jingle Bell Rock? The Best Concert of the Year. Bands in the Backyard. It's really taken off. Best Family Outing. We're going to go with the Mesa Drive-In. The Best Festival. And we got a lot of festivals in Pueblo. How about the Chili and Frijole Festival, sponsored by Loaf and Jug? The Best Fishing Hole. Didn't know that was a thing. Lake Isabel. All right, we're going to go to the Best Golf Course. Now here, you guys got to realize I'm a golfer. We play in Pueblo. Pueblo, we're spoiled for golf courses. We have some of the finest golf courses in the state right here in Pueblo. And this one touches my heart because the best Pueblo voted by you people is Elmwood Golf Course, our little Muni. Congratulations. The best guilty pleasure, without involving alcohol, they're right over there. If you haven't ever had them, they're the gummy bears covered in chocolate Tappies. Best high school tradition. Bell game. The best karaoke bar. I didn't know this was a thing. The Riverside Bar and Grill. Now, the best live theater in Pueblo. I assume that all three, the gold, silver, and bronze, they all work together. But the gold is going to be Steel City Theater Company. Did I miss that? Best karaoke jockey, I missed one, didn't I? Because I didn't know that was a thing either. DJ Princess Twyla Shipler Marquez. Sorry about that. There's a fine line between the free shots of rum you can get at Big Bear and reading publicly. It's a fine line. Best local performer, actor, or actress, Christina Anderson. The best museum, the Sangre Cristo Arts and Buell Children's Museum. The best music venue, the Colorado State Fairgrounds. I didn't vote for, I'm just reading them, people. The best night out with friends other than every one Wednesday, every October, and for Best of Pueblo. How about the Shamrock Brewing Company? The best outdoor experience, Lake Pueblo State Park, or as we from Pueblo call it, the Reds. Best picnic spot. When's the last time you've been on a picnic? City Park. Best place for a birthday party, the City Park rides. You know, if you had a picnic at the rides, best place for a romantic stroll. It was my porch a little while ago, but it's the historic Arkansas River Walk of Pueblo. Best place for people watching, and this does not include local law enforcement, that's the Colorado State Fair. Best place open 24 hours. Iceborne Ice House. Best place to catch some rays. Lake Pueblo State Park. This would be up for debate on every single table tonight. It would be the best place to take out of town guests. I mean, seriously, if you're from Pueblo and somebody comes from out of town, where do you take him? Do you take him? I mean, it's everything. It's Pueblo. Well, the voters said it's Pasky. The best public art in Pueblo, the Sangre Cristo Arts and Conference Center. We don't have a category for private art, but I wish we did. Best public event, the Chili and Frijoles Festival. Best Pueblo tradition, the bell game. The best school mascot. Emily, do I really have to read this? Do I? Spike, the Centennial Bulldog. Yeah, I want to revote. Best solo musician. That's my man. I asked him if I could wear his jacket tonight, and he said no, it wouldn't fit. Like, Will Smith. Best swimming pool, City Park Pool. Best teen hangout. Again, not featuring law enforcement, Tinseltown. Best volunteer opportunity. Man, all three of these are good. How about Pause for Life Animal Shelter? Best wedding party DJ. Gets quiet for the DJs. How about Little Rose DJ? All right. All right, that was our first category. All right, so I'm going to tell you a little story. Guy goes into a appliance store the other day. He's wearing a Raiders shirt, and he tells the guy, "I want to buy that TV right there." And then the salesman says, "I'm sorry, we don't sell to Raiders fans." And the guy said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, we have a right to refuse service to anyone, and we don't sell to Raiders fans." So the guy is indignant. He goes home, he leaves a couple days, he comes back after work one day, and he's got his three-piece suit on, and he sees the same salesman and says, "I want to buy that TV right there." And the salesman said, "I'm sorry, we don't sell to Raiders fans." And the guy looks at him, he's like, "I'm in a three-piece suit. How does he know I'm a Raiders fan?" So he leaves and just completely upset. About a week later, he comes back. And he's got a Von Miller jersey on and a Bronco hat backwards. And he's totally Mr. Bronco. He pulls out his Bronco phone case. And he says, "I want to buy that TV right there." And the new salesman says, "I'm sorry, sir, we don't sell to Raiders fans." He goes, "Well, how do you know I'm a Raiders fan?" He goes, "Because that's a microwave." You know, you don't get all winners tonight. Sorry. All right. Let's go to places and faces. Everybody here wants to hear places and faces. Best administrative assistant, I wouldn't know, I've never had one. Sue Mock from Pueblo Bank and Trust. That is Sue Mock's boss. She doesn't need a Christmas bonus now. Best after school program, Pueblo Children's Corral. Best alternative aesthetic medicine provider, Charmaine Torres Trujillo from Renew Medical Aesthetics. Okay, now if you were here last year, I got in a little bit of trouble with this next one. This is going to be up for debate for the rest of our lives. And it's the best athlete MVP. And you can make a lot of mistakes in your life, but when I make mistakes, hundreds of thousands of people see them. So I felt bad. But according to voters, the best athlete MVP is Cale Bennett of Belmont Elementary School. Yeah, that's pretty cute. The poor little girl last year's name was Charlie. I think she was up there again, and I thought it was a little boy. So I kind of ruined that one. The best attorney. How about Jim and Joe Concelia Law Firm? The best auto mechanic. Scott Reed of Pueblo Dodge. Best barista. Brendan Palmer. All right. Best bartender. Everybody knows these. How about Chris Randall? Best boss. Who in their right mind would vote best boss? You know what? We need a little bit of love for our elected officials, and the best boss is Senator Leroy Garcia. So let's hear it for Leroy. Best car salesman. How about Jeff Algene? Best caterer. Classic catering. Best chef. I'd like to see a throwdown on this one. We got to do this next year. Dina Detroit, Cactus Flower. Best chiropractor. How about Aaron Wilson from Complete Chiropractic Care? Again, this is kind of on my watch. Best coach. You know, that's always up for debate. You never know. The voter said it's Jeff Greenwood from the Pueblo Rangers. I really didn't go through these tonight because I wanted to be surprised just like you. So I'm very happy for this next category because it's always good when the boss wins. The best columnist is Steve Henson from the Pueblo Chieftain. Best doctor. How about Dr. Beth Lancaster? Best electrician. Alpine Electric and Refrigeration. Best elementary or middle school. And I didn't go to either one of these, so I don't know that I agree. But tonight, it's Belmont Elementary School. Best financial planner. I wish I had some finances for them to plan. It would be so nice. How about Colleen West? Modern Woodman. Best firefighter. Now I'm a little biased here. My brother's captain at Engine 3. So in my heart, he's always going to be the best firefighter. But the voters said the best firefighter is Jake Garcia. Best graphic designer. How about Robbie Clare from Distinct Possibilities? Best handyman. Now you wonder if this is like a big guy named Tiny or a little guy named Big Guy. The best handyman is Big Bob's Handyman Service. Is Bob big? Is he big? Okay. So I'd like to be Big Joe's handyman, but Big Bob. Best high school. You know, when they got 500 more kids in my high school, it's pretty easy to do this. All right, I'll say it. Centennial High School. Ow. They didn't say this was going to hurt tonight. Best homeschool program, Gold Academy. Best insurance agent, Stephanie Burdick, Main Street Insurance. Now this next one, I don't know this person, but I like what they put next to his name, and I want to know more about this person. The best local hero. His name is Adam Gonzalez, and he's a community youth librarian. That's pretty cool. A community youth librarian. So Adam, congratulations. Best local news story. Stunts Academy D2 Summit. Best local website. New Day Church. Wouldn't it be funny if New Day Church was best massage therapist? No. Best massage therapist goes to Liz Douglas. Best medical practitioner, Regina Carpenter. All right, is that you? All right. Best mover and shaker, non-political. How about Michelle Garcia? Best park, City Park. Best, yeah, nobody claps for a park, you know, I got you. Best personal trainer, Simon Gonzalez. Best photographer, How about April Styles for photography with style? Best place of worship. New Day Church. Best place to rent for free. I think that's just anywhere in the world right now. You can just rent all you want. It doesn't cost you a dime. But for our purposes, it's going to go to Facebook. So good for Facebook. Best place to work. Look, everybody's like, I didn't vote for that. You know, I don't know these people, but they are having the most fun of anybody tonight, so the best place to work must be Glam Lashes and Company. The best police officer. Is Chief Davenport here? Is he here? I thought I saw him, but maybe not. Because he didn't win, and I don't want to get shot. Gary Weinberg. Best Pueblo politician. Again, Leroy Garcia. Best radio personality. Who else, man? Nick Donovan. Best radio station. KPHT 95.5. Best real estate agent. How about the real estate agents this year? Killing it in Pueblo. How about Donna Austin? Best school employee. These are cute. How about Jackie Horton from Goodnight Elementary? Best sheriff's deputy. Is Kirk here? Because he didn't win either. Josh McComb. Anybody know Deputy Josh McComb? I'm just saying that you would make me feel really, really special if we got the biggest round of applause for this next award. Best sports reporter. Thank you. Good night. Mic drop. It's really, really sad when you have to beg, but I'm not above it. Best stylist. How about Tom Patton? I haven't been to a stylist in 50 years. It's called Bic. Best tax preparer. Becky Green. All right. Best TV anchor. Rob Cord from KOAA. Best TV station, KOAA. Best use of social media goes to Pueblo WIC, the Pueblo WIC. Look at Will Smith's jacket. Wouldn't I look good in a jacket like that? That's awesome. It won't fit though, Will, sorry. Best weathercaster goes to Mike Daniels. Best wedding venue goes to the Union Depot. Now, I don't have veto power on this next one, and I'm going to be 52 years old, and if there's one thing on social media that cripples me, I mean, I will stop in my tracks no matter where I'm at, and I will look because of the best zoo animals. Okay, according to this poll, it's lions, but it's not, it's otters. It's otters. But lions win tonight, though. Otters are too good. All right, that's it for that category. So before we get into the wine and dine category, which is one of our big ones, speaking of animals, I was driving down the street the other day in my truck, And I got pulled over by Sheriff Taylor, and he comes up to the window and he says, "Do you know you have 12 penguins in the back of your truck?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "You better take those penguins to the zoo." I said, "Okay." So the next day I'm driving around and Sheriff Taylor's out there again, and he sees me driving around, and he pulls me over, he goes, "Hey Joe, I thought I told you to take those penguins to the zoo." And I said, "I did. Today we're going to the movies." Oh man, these are clean jokes, because I knew there would be kids here. All right, we're going to go to Wine and Dine now. Best Asian food. Tianjin. Best bakery. There's up for some debate on this one. How about Schuster's Banquet Bakery? Best bar. Wars have started for less than this. Shamrock Brewing Company. Best barbecue. How about Gigi's BBQ and catering? Anytime you eat food off of paper, like just a sheet of paper, that's good food. The best breakfast. Pantry. The best business lunch. DC's on B Street. The best candy store. Daffy's. Best cocktails. Cactus flower. The best coffee house. The Hanging Tree, formerly known as the Daily Grind. Now, if I was a restaurateur, this is the category I would want to win just as a sense of pride. This would be my category if I was somebody who owned a restaurant. And it's best customer service. Because people dump on Pueblo for their service all the time. So if you win Best of Pueblo for customer service, give yourself a thumbs up. Tonight it's going to go to Cactus Flower. Best deli. How about Rocco's Riverside Deli? Get the Cuban, it's good. Best desserts. I wouldn't know anything about that. How about East Coast Pizza and Bakery? Best donuts. I wouldn't know anything about that either. Schuster's Banquet Bakery. Best fine dining. Fine dining. Sit down, cocktails, fine dining. How about my good friends at Park East Restaurant, Sister Allie's Park East Restaurant. Best fried chicken. You know you're from Pueblo if you voted this way, because it is, but you only know it if you're from Pueblo. That's James Black Swan Cafe. Best gluten-free, I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh when I hear gluten-free, but come on, look at me. Best gluten-free menu goes to Angelo's on the Riverwalk. All right, here we go. This may be the most voted on category in all of our polls. Oh my God, I even, best green chili, Gray's Coors Tavern tonight. Best happy hour, Sonic Drive-In. You gotta get your mind out of the bars when you think happy hour. You just gotta get your mind out of the bar. Hey, when you can get a big shake for like $2, it's like the way to go. Best ice cream shop and summer refreshment. Again, nothing. How about Taffy's again? Best Italian food, had it for lunch today. Wednesday's the best day to go there because the special's the best. Pasta Cottage. Best late night eatery. Adolfo's Mexican food. Best local burger. Local burger. Bingo burger. Best local family dining. Tony and Joe's Pizza. Best local fries. Bingo burger. Here's another category that we get the most votes for every year. And we had, what, 7 million people vote this year? There was something like that? No? It seemed like 7 million. Best local pizza. This is one of those, you're going to fight to the death for your guy. You just are. It's like Broncos fan. I mean, you're just going to fight to the death. So the best local pizza, according to the voters, is Dewdrop Pizza. Best local steak. Again, our good friends at Park East. Now, this next one is, you gotta understand, when they limit you, you know it's good. So the best margarita, Jorge Sombrero. When they cut you off without even asking, you know they're good margaritas. Best Mexican food in Pueblo. This year, cactus flower. Best outdoor dining. How about Brews Ale House? Best pizza like grandma made. My grandma didn't make pizza. She's no, there's no way. But this year goes to Morrow Farms. Best red chili. Again, if you can find good red chili in Pueblo, hole up and make that place your own, because good red chili is hard to find. Cactus flower. Best restaurant for a first date. Park East. Best sandwich. Again, if you're from Pueblo and somebody says, I gotta have Pueblo, what's your best sandwich? Pasky. Best seafood and or sushi. You know, I don't know how many of you remember my good friend Dave Socher. You know, he's still with us. He's living in an assisted community, and he told us one time, if you look out the window and you see the mountains, order the steak. If you look out the window and you see the water, order the fish. So the best seafood and sushi goes to Tsunami Sushi Bar and Wing. The best slopper. I don't even need to say it. Coors. Hi, Donnie. Best sports bar. Buffalo Wild Wings. Best Sunday brunch. The Shamrock Brewing Company. Best tamales. How about Liz's Tamale House? And yeah, they're good, so you better clap. Again, I didn't even know this next one was a thing. Best vegetarian menu. Sorry, that's Mr. Tandoori Urban Bar and Grill. Best wine bar. Wine down by the river. Best wings. Buffalo Wild Wings. Coldest beer on tap. Gray's Coors Tavern. You know, the good news is, or the bad news is, we're going to the next segment for businesses. The good news is, I don't have any more jokes. So we'll just go to the businesses. All right. These are businesses. These are all you people. Here we go. Best Antique Store. Union Antique Mall. Best Appliance Store. Lowe's. Best Auto Body Shop. This was a closely contested one. Luster Plus Paint and Body. Best Barber Shop. Again. Aguilar's Barber and Styling. Best Bookstore. Barnes and Noble. Best Boutique. Boutique. How about Real Deals on Home Decor? Best Bridal Shop. Danelle's Bridal in Tuxedo Junction. We got a high five on that one. Hey, I know you two. I saw you, but you guys were here like way early looking for, yeah. That's it, right. Did you find what you were looking for? Did you find what you were looking for? A bar, there you go. All right, sorry, inside joke. Best Car Wash. Octopus Express. Best Cleaning Company. Blue Collar Cleaning. Best Computer and Web Services. Pueblo Web Design. Best Consignment Store. God, y'all get quiet for the consignment store. Fashion Hotline. Again, this next one, again, if I'm a business guy, this is my favorite category because it's for best customer service in a business. And you should pat yourself on the back for this one because to me it would mean the most. So the best customer service for a business goes to the fine ladies at Glam Lashes Company. Best Dance Studio. Sarah Shaw Dance Studio. Best Daycare. Children's Palace Learning Center. Best Day Spa. Ladies, Glam Lashes. That's how you're supposed to act when you win, people. You know, they put best day spa and then they put best dental practice right after it. Best dental practice. The Hurd Family Dentistry. The best dog trainer. I just love the name. Sit means sit. Anybody who has children knows that you use that all the time. Sit means sit. Best Entertainment Center. Big Daddy Sunset Bowl. Best Eye Doctor Office. Rocky Mountain Eye Center. Best Farmers Market. D. Tomaso Farms. Best Financial Institution. Ent Credit Union. Oh, I thought that was Glam. Best Flooring. Mike's Extreme Flooring. I want to know what extreme flooring is. Best Florist or Nursery. I'm telling you right now, if you're Pueblo and you're old school, this is old school. How about Campbell's Greenhouse? That's old school. Best Furniture Store. American Furniture Warehouse. Best General Auto Repair. Printmore's Alignment Services. Best Grocery Store. King Soopers on the north side. Best Gym. Fitness. Best Hardware Store. Lowe's Home Improvement. Best Hauling, Waste, and Recycling. So we don't call them trash guys no more. We call them Hauling, Waste, and Recycling, and they're all good. How about A Affordable? It's just hard to read. I should be a grown-up. I'm old, but Best Head Shop. I know, right? It's just Mary Jane's Class Haberdashery. Best Healthcare Facility. Parkview Medical Center. Best Hearing Aid Provider. Did you guys hear what I said? Best Hearing Aid Provider. They'll have cards for you when you leave because you can't hear anything. Apex Audiology. Best Heating and Air Conditioning. Alpine Electrical and Refrigeration. Best Home Decor Store. Hobby Lobby. Best Home Healthcare Facility. Best Home Healthcare Facility. Independent Hearts Home Care. Best Hotel. Courtyard by Marriott. Best Jeweler. Armstrong Jewelers. Best Kennel and Pet Sitter. Mountain View Pet Lodge. Best Kids Fashion. Didn't know kids had fashion. The Children's Place. Best Landscaper and Tree Service. Above and Beyond Lawn and Landscaping. Best Liquor Store. Big Bear Wine and Liquor. Best Local Dealership. Again, some fine people in this town. So this is a very hard category. It's a very hard voted category. It's very close every year. This year the best local dealership goes to Southwest Motors. Best Locksmith. Pueblo Lock Dogs. Yeah, there you go. Give it up for the guy that can break into any car here. Yeah. Best Mani-Pedi Salon. Distinct Possibilities. Best Marijuana Shop Medical. Steel City Meds. Best Marijuana Shop Recreational. Connoisseur. Best Martial Arts Studio. Dragon Dojo. Best Men's Fashion. Danelle's Bridal and Tuxedo Junction. Best Music Shop. Pueblo Records and Tapes. Best Orthodontics Office. This is a big deal in Pueblo. This year the best orthodontics office goes to Dr. Hunter Orthodontics. Best Pawn Shop. Top Dollar Pawn. You go to Top Dollar Pawn to sell things to pay for your braces. Best Pest Control. Bugman Pest Control. Best pet groomer, Pet Paradise. Best pet store, Pet Paradise. Best pharmacy, again, these are now, if you've been in Pueblo, you know this. Best pharmacy, they've been here a long time. Broadway Pharmacy. Best place to buy a special gift. And I don't know if they have special in quotation marks. I don't know what that means. TK All Natural Body Tonics. Best place to buy gym shoes. Foot Locker. Best place to buy high heels. Foot Locker. Dillard's. Best place to buy wine. 80/20 Wines. Best plumbing company. Flow Right Plumbing and Heating. Best real estate office in Pueblo. How about Remax in Pueblo? Best roofing company. Cornerstone Roofing Company. And Gutter. Best salon. I just like to say salon. Never been to one, like I said. Best salon goes to Glam Lasherman Company. You know, obviously I don't know these ladies, but they're having fun and they're winning, and this is kind of fun. Best shopping center, Pueblo Mall. Best sporting goods store, Big Five. Best tanning salon, Forever Tan. Best thrift store, New Horizons Thrift Store. Now this next one, if you're from Pueblo, everybody in Pueblo has a tire guy. You know, you got your plumber, you got your electrician, you got your butcher. But Pueblo's like the only community I've ever seen where I got a tire guy. I need to get to, well, I got a tire guy. So that's how good this is for Pueblo, is everybody's got a tire guy. So the best tire shop in Pueblo, according to the voters, is Colorado Tire. Best vape store goes to the Vape Cave. Best veterinarian office. We love our pet dogs. How about the Mesa Veterinarian Clinic? Best women's fashion goes to Dillard's. And finally, the last category of the night, I think, yes. The best yoga studio. Gotta do yoga. I do yoga 3 times a week. You gotta do it. The best yoga, are you laughing at me for doing yoga? I do it 3 times a week. I know, right? But the best yoga studio goes to Fountain of Health Yoga Studio. So we can clap. Let's give a big round of applause for all the winners, all the silver medalists, all the bronze medalists. Emily White from the Chieftain for putting this on. Yay, Emily, we love you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure again to host this tonight. We're going to have a little bit of Indigo Way. Stick around, have a beer, and relax, and good night. All right, Wilson, they're all yours, brother. Got it?
It's not on wheels?
I don't think so.
Jeez.